I was told, hey,
Whoops,
do
we
you
weren't
want to be on
recording
a
our
show?
audio. Now we are. So if this seems
Oh.
like we're beginning, here we are. But anyway, keep going.
Hey, fuck you for throwing Zag off a cliff.
Yeah, I was told, hey, do you want to be on a show called Hades High School where you get to like flirt with the people from Hades? And you're like, hey, yeah, I would love to hook up with Zag. Hey.
Wouldn't we all? If I can't do it, no one can.
See, this is why I was like, I'm not gonna flirt with Zag. I'm gonna hold off on that because I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Did you see my little victory dance of getting the string on Zag?
I was just thinking maybe there's a death defied. Maybe there's something we don't know.
I played the game. He falls in. We can respawn, right?
Like,
that's how this works.
This is unintentional foreshadowing. Thank you, Wes.
Look.
Oh, that was. I loved you.
Oh
for
my
that.
God,
I
that's
loved
right.
you for that. I was like,
I looked up a bunch of death facts before the show. I was just like, I'm just gonna have a podcast.
stay tuned for our after show death facts with Wes.
Death facts.
The new game of how fast can Wes Google death facts about whatever we're talking about.
Oh my god.
Including crying?
Crying.
Yeah.
You have a list, like a real list.
Yeah. Which that's the actual thing. If your tear ducts get blocked by any sort of reason, they can rupture if anything keeps them from crying.
I would just like to say dedication to the craft.
That is sticking to the bit right there, isn't it?
Dedication.
I'm playing a goth obsessed with death. What else am I gonna do?
Speaking of which, let's go around same order and just get your initial feels, a highlight, anything you want to say, and then I usually like to go around and just sort of go scene by scene and just sort of go through our thoughts before wrapping it up. If there's anything else, so Vin, what are your thoughts? What was a highlight for you? How you feeling about Hypnos?
I spent all week worrying about a character voice, and I was just practicing, and it just went. Ah! I was like, "Fuck, okay, I guess I have to stick to it." But I think the Truth or Dare was such a clever way to introduce the God Squad. I was wondering how that was going to happen. The entire setup was just like A+ and like big kudos.
Thank you. I have so many sampled truths and dares I didn't get to use, but I was ready.
See, I wasn't ready, and so I had to look some up, and then by the time I was ready, we were too far into it. It's like, damn it.
It worked out well. The Dionysus, I loved that dare. That was perfect. And the natural, everyone did awesome with that. I cheated because I knew it was coming, was prepared, but the ones you guys came up with off the cuff, I also loved.
Very good.
You had me thinking about Hypnos kinks. Why?
Yeah.
Mission
We know
accomplished.
Somno is going to be like the one right there. Like that's the easy fruit.
Vin's now gonna have to write a list of like Wes death facts, Hypnos kink facts.
We call him a pillow princess.
Thank you. I didn't even think of that. Damn it, that's a good one.
You can have that for next time.
Okay.
This is premium content. Other
Free.
people won't know you stole it.
Unless
Wes,
they watch the
thoughts,
after show.
highlights.
That was a fantastic opening. I loved all of the references, including also like Huron being like the ferryman, but also the mayor, but also runs the shop. That's fantastic.
Yes.
The layout of everything was great. Everybody played their characters perfectly, like to a T. That's including you, Bully, with all the characters that you played. But everybody played their characters to a T, and it was so fun to get to play with people.
Yep.
Like, that's awesome. Like, it's awesome. Like, I feel like we're all taking on like everything, but also making it our own, which is really important.
Yeah, you guys did awesome. You made it easy. You made it fun, and it was something where people have like preconceived notions of every character. There's always that nervousness of like, all right, I still want to be able to do my own thing. Well, I ran into your problem too, Vince. I had like voices ready, and then I'm like, I just did generic God for everyone. I'm like, that's not what I planned, but oh well. If they change mid-season, don't at me.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Hermes
found
cages.
mine yet, but we'll get there.
Awesome. Rachel.
You guys are great. This was so fun. We're probably all gonna say similar things, but I'm choking on my popcorn. I didn't start crying. I didn't sound like I was crying for a second. It's just so nice. It was so cool to see you guys all like slide into your characters, and it was so fun to do the same thing of like at the beginning where I'm like, you were there, we're starting like in the dark and we don't know like what's going on or what's going to happen, I'm like, okay, where is Meg in that moment? Like, where is everybody? It was just so cool to see everybody like immediately kind of find their rhythm in it. It was so good.
Awesome. April.
I mean, everything was good. Like, there was not a part that was like, oh, well, that person could have done better. No, like everyone did amazing. And it was just, I don't know how much everyone researched their characters, but on point. And Vin, the voice, I thought the voice was great.
Same.
You said it wasn't what you wanted,
Awesome.
but like the second you started talking and like started moving your head, I'm like, oh my God, that's Hypnos.
It was so good. And every time I was like, that's the same like backhanded advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Like,
was
Nail the
like,
delivery of the accidental insult, and that's
Yeah,
like
like-
that's Hypnos.
it's like, what the
everyone
hell?
nailed their
What the-
characters.
Theseus with the football against Ares. You're just like,
Yes.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like,
Okay,
oh,
also,
well,
did we-
damn.
episode 1, we knocked out you knocked out the God of War. I mean, we knocked out the God of War.
Found it, kids.
Yeah, we
Like,
as the
full
group,
attitude.
we shut down the goddess of love. And we might have killed the headmaster's son. But, like, great first day.
Day 1, check. Prince, what you got for us? Your thoughts?
Oh, I'll go back to the truth or dare thing. It was a great idea. That as a starter point was a great idea. I also liked having the gods visit us in our rooms to make things really awkward. Like Artemis visiting Theseus as he's listening to REM is just like, oh shit. The most athletic
Unlikely
girl at the
pairing,
school.
but once it started, I'm like, I really like this actually.
Mhm.
And it makes sense. If anyone's like super quiet and good at hearing, and that's her. I'm like, oh, this works out.
Yeah, this is about the most awkward you're gonna see Theseus. But he was just like, I'm like, oh, no, it's great. It's great. I love the session. Y'all all played characters. I love the Dusa moment, snatching the thing for Dusa, or Dusa's just walking down the hallway singing.
I love that you were just like mimicking. Every time I said anything, I would look at you and you're just like just
I'm literally like, I'm muted and I'm
mocking
just
me, and it was so great.
Soon as she goes, like, yeah, I gotta see this, and just. I'll follow. All right, yeah. Just going through scene by scene real quick. We did a session 0 for the audience. So they have some strings on each other and some preconceived things that we decided were from the boat ride over. They had a long ferry ride over, so they sort of picked up on a few things about each other there. So it wasn't fully you're introducing yourselves to each other, and then the gods. There's be 100 introductions. It's also why I waited on the staff. We'll get the staff next episode. Yeah, we had that. We had our river metaphor in the darkness and all that fun stuff. And then hopped right in. Yeah, you guys hit the ground running. I love that for you. The interaction with the gods, I really like the initial sort of picking certain things, playing off certain things. I like the room stuff. Your description of the rooms was also such a fun way of you guys like giving us more of your character without having to just blurb about it. You guys did awesome with that. And then, yeah, the truth or dare. I was excited for it, and it worked better than I could have planned. Like I said, the Dionysus dare, I didn't see coming, and I was like, literally taking the host out of it. I love it.
That was a genius way to introduce like new people together.
Mhm.
It was such a great thing
Yeah,
to do. with
I
the
wanted
party.
away with that. It's one of those things where, like, you guys know. I mean, most of the audience, I assume, knows these characters. So it's a thing where, like, I could just read off 8 descriptions and 8 whatever, but I'm like, let's role play it. So you guys did awesome with it, especially your
So much more
reactions
fun.
to your dares and truths too. Knocked out air. That I did not see coming. You
Ooh.
knocking him the fuck out. First dare.
Wasn't expecting that dare. Like, I expected a sort of rivalry with Ares, like just because the kind of character. I was like, yeah, we'll bump heads. But
Mhm,
like having him like hit me, I'm like, oh really?
I didn't expect you to roll that good. And then I'm
I didn't
like,
expect me to roll
also,
that good.
I've been hard at work doing research by playing Hades again, which is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
burden to bear. But yeah, it's one of those things, right? Just today, it's the thing where you get a boon, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, we beat each other's ass. We're cool now." I'm like, so that kind of fits with like, he can take the hints, like, all right, there's the nod, but also we're not cool, but we didn't have a group fight immediately.
I was like, damn, I wish I had rivals now.
Yeah. No, that was fun.
Well, you were gonna have a rival. It was gonna be your roommate.
I'll be fine, you know?
Zach, I'm holding out hope.
Ugh.
That's
Yeah.
Speechless. Meg's not. Meg thinks he's dead forever, but me,
Yeah.
Good luck. Our first almost romance was Dionysus and Thanatos also.
Oh.
Let's not skip over that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so
Not
good.
one I thought I would see coming, but one I am really invested in now. I need to know how that
Listen,
plays out.
AO3, we need the tags right now.
Oh my god, yeah.
This show is hitting every single AU fan fiction thing for this goddamn
Yeah.
game. I swear. We're getting
Yo.
mixed pairings. We're getting OT3s. We're getting AO3s. We're getting. It
Let's
doesn't matter.
go.
We're hitting it.
Plot, what plot?
Plot.
Yes,
Oh god.
yeah. So yeah, we had that, and then yeah, the painting heist, which also went better than I would have expected. Also, Dusa, I didn't expect Dusa to do Dare. So as soon as Dusa did Dare, I'm like,
didn't
oh,
either.
I'm
I
like-
didn't either.
I had that Dare in my pocket. I'm like, I want to give that to someone. And then when Deuce is there, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Deuce's mission.
Well, Dusa was gonna pick Truth, but that's why I said she looks at Meg, and Meg's just
Yeah,
giving her that
yeah.
look, and she's like, I can't.
Oh,
okay.
it was beautiful. It was
Hang on.
perfect.
in my mind, Meg didn't. Meg just had like regular.
Yeah, no, that's the look,
Mhm,
the
mhm.
blank look,
Like,
Yeah, the look.
just your face.
Because I was ready to shut Hermes down, but then you agreed.
Leave him alone.
I
You know what? We'll leave him alone when you bring Zag back.
ready. Like,
There you go.
I tried.
but then
Ah.
Deuce agreed, so I was like, okay, I'll just leave it and let her go do her thing
Yeah.
and be like, hey,
I mean, I think it also it matches her personality. Like she wants to fit in.
It was
Mhm.
serendipitous. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
it was
I loved
perfect.
And then yeah,
I
he
thought you
stole
were
the
going to
thing.
use Zag as like a security guard, though. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, Zag's the security guard.
Ugh.
I was like, is he the hall monitor? Is he the narcos
Yeah,
out?
that's what I was like. Zag's not the narc.
No,
Oh.
he would never.
the minute
Just
you
a
were like
big boy.
different colored eyes, I was
Mhm.
like, tell me more.
My
I-
heart.
I-
my
it's been a
heart, you had
long
my heart.
time when I first came up with the concept, thinking how Zag fits in. Because I'm like, I can't let a player play him because like I don't want someone to be the main character. I want you all to be
Yeah.
sort of. I think it's more fun exploring side characters, and also I didn't want that burden on anyone having to play Zag. But I'm like, yeah, how does he work into this? And there we go. I'm like, he should be sort of the new student too. And I'm like, I like the thing of him. His dad runs it, and he's not even in the school until sort of the weird kids at the end. But yeah, almost getting caught by him. Got to see some cool. I'm glad we got to use the playbook too already. You got to do the Doom thing to Dionysus. You got a string on Zag, which will be super useful.
There's one of my moves that I missed, which was if you roll a 7 or higher on a shut someone down, then you get to do 2 options. Which that's on me though. I gotta keep my eye out for that.
Yeah, I need to remember which moves you guys actually picked too, so I can commit them to memory and be more ready to use them.
I would like
And
to
then-
use my string to pull him back up.
Yes.
His fishing hole's right there. There's just-
It's like cast.
Yeah, and then the fishing dare, all leading to the fishing dare, which was nice, and the elevator moment that you set me up nicely for that too.
Oh yeah, I know. I was like, I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, he's gonna do some shit in me. He's gonna do some shit. He's gonna do some shit. Fucking Zeus.
What did he say about you could die at the top of the? Thanatos said like you could die at the top of the tower if you get struck by lightning up there, and Zeus is
Mhm.
like,
It's like, yeah.
yeah.
Don't I know it?
Don't I know it?
"Fuck you guys."
Oh, worked
Fuck
out
you,
good.
Zeus.
Hold on, Zeus and Hypnos. Whew.
Yeah,
There we go.
very unlikely too. I'm
Mhm.
very excited to see.
You
I
mean
am
that?
here for it.
You mean that picture of the hamster and the banana?
Oh no.
Oh my god, what was happening? And I didn't mean that to be a shut someone down roll, but like it was.
That's why it's Hypnos. Of course you didn't mean it to be shut someone down.
Oh my god, I'm glad it failed though. I think that was the perfect fail.
I love that. And then yeah, heading to the caves. We got to introduce the Brooding Cliff. So some of the players introduced that was Wes's idea. He wanted a Brooding Cliff, which I immediately said yes to. I forgot who said Falafel House. One of you came up with Falafel House.
I said we should have a Waffle House because we need a place with chaotic, like Denny's.
Yeah, it was.
Energy, but I don't know who said Falafel House.
I think that was you, Bully. I think you turned our Waffle House into a falafel house.
Did I? I thought someone else said it and I immediately stole it. Maybe.
Because I think we also like, well, how about a Denny's then?
Yeah. So we got to learn a little bit of the town. What's the other one we had? Lucky Tooth, which is of course Skelly's Skelly's gift. So he runs a candy shop. I'm excited.
I have to go there.
Yes.
So much.
Yeah, pulling out the gummies worked out great too. You guys just gave me. I literally didn't have to come up with any. I'm like, how does Zag fall off this cliff?
Wait,
and you
hold
all
on.
just said, here's this, here's this, here's that. And I was like, thank you for these gifts. This will be your fault, and I don't have to force anything.
So Deuce is high right now. As Zach.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's a disaster. And it also Meg's a turn on. I loved that.
I
I'm just like leaning up and puckering up, and her being like, "Who died?"
like it being intentional of like I'm gonna pull you in really hard
Yes.
intentionally in like a way where like I'm trying to turn you on because I want you to give me more information.
And then you unlocked his conditions, submissive and breedable, immediately, and he,
Oh my god.
I need him to come back. He needs to live. He needs to
Yes, we can
survive.
list them. God.
And also, the domino that started that was Thanatos. I love that you actually asked that, because that was like a bit of like, that was going to come out later, that someone has died here. And you immediately was like, who died? I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I didn't plan on introducing this episode 1, but like, he knows. Yeah, here we go.
My favorite part of that, of someone's died here, of him saying that was, the rest of you immediately started to move on. Duso was like, yeah, we're gonna go in a cave. And I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Who died?
Good times. And then, of course, you got lost heading to the Fishing Cove, which is a place. Wound up a good old Brooding Cliff, where you gave me the perfect hands in the middle, enthusiastic, on gummies and drunk, fall to his death. What better way to end episode 1 of Hades High School than you guys killing Zag? And the God Squad knows you guys went off with Zag, and now Zag's not going to come back. And Theseus running away.
He's just like, I know mazes.
Uh-huh.
This is my thing. I'm out.
This exceeded all my expectations. I'm so happy.
Oh man, how are we gonna lie about this? Deuce can't lie.
Figure it
Sounds
out.
like a you problem.
Theseus did it!
Because the way that Theseus sees this is that Dusa will start talking, and then Dusa will get blamed for it because Dusa won't stop talking. So as long as we stay out of the way, we'll just let Dusa take credit for all of this.
For the
Oh
next
my
24
God.
hours, Thanatos only knows how to speak Greek. So there you go. That's all.
Okay, we're in a school with a God Squad. You think they can't speak Greek in this school?
Look, wishful thinking. All right.
And then y'all were
Sure.
asking about who died. Theseus is like, well, you know, obviously athletes who aren't up to snuff die on the field all the time. It's not that big of a deal. Like they aren't ready to move on to the big
Oh,
leagues. So
I can't wait for our team episode, which might be next. I've got a thing
Team
for that.
sport
that I'm
episode?
so excited for. I'm excited for everything. Okay.
I very intentionally was like, well, Theseus can do all the sports. That's why I had all the
Yeah,
stuff.
you have your award
That was
chest
really
of
good.
athletic accoutrement.
That
Yeah,
Bo
I did
Jackson
enjoy it.
energy,
I was-
man. What cannot Bo do?
Mhm,
What can he not do?
mhm.
As soon as he said Bo Jackson poster, I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect.
Bo was the
That's
first
exact-
guy that came to my mind when I was like, Theseus, Bo Jackson would be a hero.
Yep. Yep.
I love it. All right.
I can't wait
any
till we find the
other-
sport that you can't play. Like the school has to have like some weird private school game.
Hang on, rephrase it. I can't wait until you just don't roll well, honestly.
Yeah, you're rolling on fire. Roll20 loves you.
Hey,
For
his
now.
first one was
That first roll was
barely squeaked through, and then he came out swinging literally.
I think
So good.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Thank you guys. This was a blast and a half.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
all
My
of you.
God.
One of you.
indeed. Thank you all. I'm looking forward to next week for sure.
Yeah. It's a treat. Tuesdays are now my favorite night of the week.
Yeah, the time just
Tuesday
flew.
treat.
It really did.
Yeah.
Friendship
It
ended
did.
with Thursday. It is now Tuesday. Is my new friend.
Yes. All right. That's it. That's our after show. Those are our thoughts about what happened and what's gonna happen next. That's it. Bye.